was an American jazz saxophonist and leader of the Casa Loma Orchestra. He was born to Ludie P. and Agnes Gray Kalanovics in Roanoke, Illinois. His father was a saloon keeper and a railroad worker who died when Glen was just 2. He had an older sister. His widowed mother remarried to George H. DeWild, a coal miner, and moved her family to Roanoke. Gray graduated from Roanoke High School in 1970, where he played basketball and acquired the nickname Gordo. Gray attended the American Conservatory of Music in 1921, but left for his first year to go to Peoria, Illinois, to play for George Hosher's orchestra from 1924 to 1929. He played for several orchestras in Detroit, Michigan. Gray served as the leader of Casa Loma Orchestra, so the orchestra itself had been formed as a collective group with no designated leader. This is their mid-1930s appearance. On the long run, radio comedy variety program like Caravan, introduced with the theme Smoke Rings, increased the popularity. Gray chose not to lead the orchestra and finally accepted the job around 1937 after the band overwhelmingly voted in favor. By the mid-1940s, Gray would come to own the band and the Casa Loma name. For a time during the period, the band featured guitarist Herb Ellis, trumpeter Bobby Hackett, and pianist Nick DeConchi, and cornetist Red Nichols. By 1950, the Casa Loma band had ceased touring, and Gray retired to Massachusetts, the later recording on Capitol Records, beginning with Casa Loma Hi-Fi in 1956 and continuing to the sounds of the great bands. Series were done with Gray leading a group of studio musicians in Hollywood through several of Gray's alumni, occasionally featured in all 14 high-fidelity and stereo recordings were made under Capitol, the name Glen Gray, and the Casa Loma Orchestra before Gray's death in 1960. He died from lymphoma at the age of 63 in Plymouth, Massachusetts. Gray and his wife had one son.
Glen Gray. Glen Gray. Glen Gray. Glen Gray.